Right, sorry, back to the action. Been on pause there for quite a bit. Had to go and get something to eat, etc. So, like I say, I've hopefully can split um, this video up into two parts because it's going to be kind of crazy. Right, let's push on. Yeah, just thinking back to that first move. I know it didn't go well at all, but probably getting some thoughts from others saying that maybe I should have done something differently there rather than start with the Panzer unit. But anyway, it's done now. So I did have a look before I hit record there about what the next move might want to be. But yeah, I don't know. I think you miss a unit from the training scenario actually in the main thing. I think there's another unit in here which isn't here in this, so I'm gonna do this one and go for this. The problem with this is if he's going to retreat into Warsaw, which is into the capital across the river, which isn't great, is it? And this guy retreating back into here, adjacent to this, isn't helping my cause either, because I thought, well, if I push that guy back, I can maybe push over to here, and we're not going to have this guy isolated. Either of them isolated, so we're not going to get the bonus there, plus it's crossing the river, and yeah, it was a kind of messy start, I think. Right, okay, well, maybe the die roll will go a bit better and we'll see. Right, so I'm going to activate the infantry units. That's going to cost me 1 production, now down to 23. And they activate with 8 movement points. So I'm just going to straight up attack them to start with. That's a nice, it's just cost me 2 points. Yeah, no, I had thought about initially, like I say, because I'm starting an enemy zone of control, I don't need to attack or end my activation. I could move away with this one, so I could have moved here and here, but yeah, I think I'm as well just going for that guy, I think. So attack him, it's going to cost us 2. It's 1 for a clear hex and then 1 for attacking the unit in fair weather. So yeah, that's me paying my 2. Now, he does still have a ground support. Not so sure this is the right place to use it though. So over at the table, so we're +2 for German, but we're not Panzer this time. So it's just us to start with a +2. The Polish unit doesn't get anything unless it's wanting to use that support. So are we going to commit? Yeah, well, actually, I've came away from the map there, haven't I? Yeah, I'm going to 1, 2, 3. Can I reach the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, I'm going to use the other Luftwaffe. It's Luftwaffe number 4. This counter tree I've got for these counters is not good. I was changing things about earlier, and I'm going to have to make some other changes, I think. Yeah, so I'm going to use the other Luftwaffe. I'll not come back to the map. I'll just put it on, so it's going to get its first sortie. So that boosts us up to a +4. Right, now he could use the the ground support to get a +1, like I say, but I don't think we're going to do that with this one. It's difficult. This is where I've got to decide. I mean, I could roll a dice, but I don't think that's right. I think you've got to sort of say, well, yeah, it's difficult to tell, isn't it? I mean, at least if he gets a retreat here, or even if he gets a disruption result, he's reduced and moves, and he can retreat back into Warsaw. I mean, I really need to. I mean, some of you all worked out the numbers here. I mean, what the result I need is a DE, which is eliminated. So I would need, what, a 9. For me to get a 9 and him to get a 1. Well, with a +4 though, that means I roll a 5, he rolls a 1. I mean, that would be the perfect result for us. So obviously if I gave him the ground support, that then takes that to need to be a 10. So I would need to roll a 6. And he would have to roll a 1. So it's still doable there. You know? But you know, me to roll a 5 and he rolls a 1. Yeah, well, let's I don't know. I think we'll take our chances with it this time. Like I say, it's kind of difficult. I'm gonna just have to make the calls, and I'm not. And by the way, I'm not saying I'm the access in this game. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that they're my side, and if they win, then I've won. Not at all. I'm just playing the game out. Just want to have an enjoyable game, and I don't mind. I don't mind who wins. It's not because it's a 2-player game. You can't sort of say that, you know, that was my side and whatever. And sometimes I might say, right, me, but I'll probably go the other way if it gets away. Well, not in this scenario, but if I do get into the full thing and the allies start fighting back, I'll probably say, right, that's me now, because it just, when you're on the aggressive, that's kind of how you think. Right, okay, so no modifiers for the Polish then, so we got a +4. There I go again. So the Axis get a +4. Oh, well, I'll tell you what, we got the 5. However, we did not get the 1. Jings. Right. So 5 plus the 4 is 9. But 9 against 6 might get a retreat. Yeah, I think we have. 6. Yeah, just got the retreat. So again, if we'd used the support, we'd have missed. But what do you know what you're going to get? And to be honest, a retreat for the Polish isn't the worst result there. Yeah, I mean, they're not taking a hit. And yeah, I would assume the best retreat is into Warsaw. Again, I've just not experienced enough in the game to say that. There's others that have probably played this whole fight so many times and worked out the exact best moves to make and whatever. But I suppose a spanner can always get thrown in the works with die rolls. I'll just go with that. Retreat them into Warsaw. Are we going to advance? Well, this is something to think, because we've got 6 movement left, and this is where I could sort of say, well, let's not advance. Let's break off and possibly... you know, I was thinking maybe go into there and then into there, just behind it, getting behind this guy. But then it's not as if we can bash right through this. We still need to. I mean, that second panzer is going to have a good go at that guy, because he's in a clear hex. And then if he was to be able to bash through him, and we had this guy here sitting here. That might be a better idea, isn't it? Whereas if I advance here, then okay, it's a free move into that. It's not free, I've already paid for it, but it wouldn't adjust my movement points any. And then I'm going to have to attack the unit in Warsaw again. Well, I mean, is that a terrible idea as well, though, Grant? Really? It's not really, is it? Yeah, I think we probably just do that, don't we? Right, so okay, so we will advance after combat. Because it's going to be 3... Oh, it's 4, because we're going across the river. Damn. Because I thought if it was 3, we're getting 2 attacks, weren't we? So we're only going to get 1 more attack if we do that. Let me just rewind that slightly and just ponder on that in our few seconds. Yeah, I thought about it, and then again the river's hampering me, because I thought, well, I'll go 1, I don't advance, I've got 6 movement points, 1, 2, but it's not 2 because again I'm crossing the river, so I'm going to be 3 into there, and then yeah, I'm not going to be able to attack that, and I'm only going to get 1 attack on that. So yeah, so I'm not getting the attack on Warsaw if I go the other way. Yeah, okay. So we do advance, I think. Yeah, it's a -2 because you got the city and the river there. That's horrible. And I get the feeling that the ground support might come in as well. And obviously he knows that how much movement points I've got left, so he knows I'm not going to be able to attack again. And because we're in the zone of control, I can't sort of say, right, I'll move away. I've got to... Maybe the other thought is better then with that. Yeah, it's a pretty tough choice that actually, I think, about what to do there. Because I think this is probably a better hex to end up in. For the fact we've got 3 other units still to come this way, and we would be behind us. Well, and we're going to get 1 attack on that, remember. Yeah, okay, I'm going to advance after combat, and we're going to have a bash at that then. So I'm now going to spend, which is going to be 4 movement points, because like I said, it's 2 for attacking into the city. Sorry, 2 for the movement in the city, 1 for the attack, and 1 for the river. So it's 4 in total. I'm going to add another sortie to Luftwaffe 1. There's up to 3 to get air support. But remember, we've got the -1 for the river and the -1 for the city. And, well, let's not mess about. I think... I don't know. Is that enough? We're getting... The Germans are going to be on plus... No, they're only going to be on +2. Because they get +2 for German, +2 for air support, -1 for the river, -1 for the city. So it's +2. Yeah, but they don't want a retreat result, so yeah, let's just put the ground support in, I think. So they're going to be on a +1. So Germans on a +2, Polish on a +1. Yeah, so not really the odds that the Germans are looking for, but you never know, the die can always help. Or not. Here we go. Oh dear. Right, big numbers coming in, but yeah, it's the Polish are bringing it in. So 6, and then they added a +1, so it's 6 against 7. Which is going to be nothing, isn't it? 6 for us against 7, yeah. So, well, wouldn't have mattered the ground support there, but again, you never know. Just what 2 or 3 die rolls we've had already where it did matter. So no effect, no result there, and we've only got two movement points left, and again we're in his zone of control. Sorry, I need to... I'll just roll that off camera, just to see when that one comes back. It's a 5, so they've not rolled well with him. So I'll just put that up in the turn track, 5 turns ahead. 3, 4, 5, that'll come back in February of next year. And the other one's coming back in March of next year. So yeah, so we're still in his zone of control. We've only got 2 movement points left. So that's the end of his activation. Right, let's push on because I'm creeping up on 2 hours now. Yeah, I don't think we're taking Poland out this month. So not a good start. Right, where do we go now? I didn't want to go for the second Panzer next, but I think it might help with maybe having with these the 4th and the 8th armies attacking these. If I move this second Panzer, maybe get into Lodz, and then it doesn't isolate them because they're adjacent to each other, but they've not got a retreat. So yeah, so I'll activate the second Panzer then. So another 2 production points down to 21 now. And we'll have another 10 movement points, and he's not going to move to start, he's just going to straight up attack this guy, and the good thing is he's in a clear hex, so it's just going to be 2 movement points, taking him down to 8 to make the attack. Right, well there's nothing more the Poles can use, no events, no more ground support. They've no air, so it's all about us and our air support. So with the Panzer, we'd be sitting at a +4. Yeah, I think we still throw a sortie in. You can see though that these are ticking away. Like I say, once they hit 6, that's it. And not only that, you only get to recover 2 every turn, and it costs you 3 production points to basically recover 2. But that's as much as you can do for each aircraft. Like at the moment, I could spend 3 production points, and that would take both these sorties off, and 3 production points, and that would knock that down to one sortie, and that's all I'd be allowed to do with the A2. And that would cost me 6 production points in total. So you've got to remember the production that you're using to activate the units. You want it for that as well at the end. Yeah, and obviously we've got diplomacy now as well. Now diplomacy, to affect diplomacy, you need to spend 5 production points. So I need to keep that one in mind as well. But I'd like to think I can still spend the 6 on that, because I've got 21 left just now. So right, anyway, so we've done the sortie, we're attacking. The Poles can't do anything, so let's go down to the CRT. Okay, so it's a big 6 for us this time, isn't it? Yeah, no restrictions in the hex. +2 for German, +2 for tanks, and +2 for air support. So hopefully get a result this one. And he's got nothing this time. James. Okay. Not going well for the German roll, but hopefully this is still something. Maybe just a retreat though. So 7 against 4. That is, and it's only just a retreat. Wow. Yeah, it's DR. Okay. So he retreats. Well, this looks like the ideal place to retreat, but let's just have a glance in case, because it's going to be across the river into the city again. And we know that costs 4 points. The good thing is we've got 8 left, so that would allow us 2 attacks still. Yeah, and if I can get into Lodz, that does, well, actual fact, moving into, oh no it doesn't, I need to get zone of control on this hex here, don't I? And this, again, like I say, isn't for isolation, but it does mean that if I get a retreat result, they can't retreat, they have to take a step loss, you know. Right, so, and his other option, retreat, is there, which is not such a good idea for him, is it? Because it's open. Yeah, okay. So we're going to retreat into the city. We are going to advance after combat. And we are going to press on. yeah, the fact we've got 8 and it's going to give us 2 attacks. So it's going to be 2 for the city, 1 for the attack, and 1 for the river, which is 4. And yes, we are going to commit another sortie. Yeah, we're going to be, the way things are going, we're going to be maxed out, I think. But, to be honest, there's a bit of time in between this and then moving across, I think. Meaning the other, when's the official attack on France? When does it generally happen? Is it May the next year? Anyway. Right, so I've spent the movement, we've got the... Yeah, so, yeah, the problem... Yeah, I need the sortie, don't I? Because we're getting a -2, -1 for the city, -1 for the river. So, but fortunately we've got Panzer this time, so it's going to be +4, isn't it? +2 for German, +2 for tank, +2 for air support, and then -1 for the river, -1 for the city. So yeah, it puts us at a +4. Is that right, Grant? I think so. Okay, and then nothing they can do. Right, come on. Oh my. Well, a good roll for us, but right. So we're way up at a 10. That could have been awesome, but it's going to be a retreat though. So I suppose I shouldn't be too disappointed. Is that right then? 6 + 4 is a 10. They rolled a straight up 6. Cross-reference as a DR result. So, okay. Right. Yeah, no, that is good. That is good. Well, actually, he's no choice. Well, he does have a choice. He could go here, but that seems silly. Maybe not silly, but it doesn't look great, I don't think. And it's blocking the retreat path of these guys. If this guy, I mean, then I would then move this guy in, and they don't have. Well, mind you, they're not going to have a retreat anyway, are they? It feels like it'd be locking them in too much there, so I think I'm going to retreat them to there. And we are going to advance after combat. And I'm going to get another control marker. And Lords. And we're going to advance. And we're going to reduce the Polish national will by 2 for taking on our city. So 9, 8. That's what they've got left. They've got 8 left. Okay, sure, I'm going to be able to do that in the turn though. No. I mean, I've not even taken a unit out. I've not even damaged a unit. Just retreating them. The die rolls have been pretty good for them. However, yeah, okay. So still 4 movement left though. So now we have an option here. We could attack either one of the units. And we're going to get 2 more attacks actually. And I probably don't want to leave that hex. Well, no, that's not true, Grant. So if that's the case, I'm probably better attacking this guy, I think. Because if I attack him, he's going to scarper across... Oh no, he can't. Oh, hang on. Right. He's not got a retreat. He's not got a retreat. He's not isolated because, again, he's adjacent to a friendly unit. And this guy does have a retreat. I think the thing I was thinking was he's got a retreat, but it's into a clear hex, and I can follow him and attack him again. But he can't retreat, so I'm actually going to attack this guy. Because he can't go there. That's in that zone of control, that's in that zone of control. And so is that. So okay, so I'm going to attack him again. and it's just going to be another 2 this time. Because it's just a clear hex. Struggling to find the 2. There we go. I'm just wondering about not adding a sortie this time. I don't know, I mean, how many... Still got 3 infantry armies left. And still got 6 sorties left at the moment. I think the fact this guy can't retreat, I'm just going to take a chance and not add a sortie to this. But being the Panzer army, we're getting the +4 rather than just the +2. So yeah, let's do that. This is the guy we're attacking. Let's say he can't retreat, so as long as we get a DR result, he's taking the step loss. And again, some of you are saying, yeah, but if you got a DD result, he's going to be eliminated, Grant. And then you get an attack at the other guy. No, I'm talking myself into it. I don't know. Right, okay then. I'm going to add another sortie. I'll use the one up north. The first Luftwaffe. Yeah, these are probably the bad decisions that I'm going to be making, or maybe it is the right thing. So we're up in that at +6, and there's nothing in the hex to worry about. So here we go. We just can't get above them, honestly. I mean, it's close to them, but right. So they're on a 4. We're on a 9. Don't think that's going to be a DD. Probably a DR though, but 4 and a 9, yeah. Hang on, I'm on the right bit. Yeah, it's still a DR. One short, like, you know. Okay. Right, so this time, let us say he can't retreat. He can't go here, he's got to move 1 away. He can't go here, zone of control, can't go here, zone of control, can't go here, zone of control. And, well, yeah, there's no stacking and whatever. So he's got to just take a step loss. So our last 2 points. Yeah, I suppose we should. Yeah, we'll go for him again. We'll go for him again because he's going to get a -2 this time for being reduced. So that's going to spend my last 2 points. We're attacking. Don't think I'm going to commit my air this time. Also, although I said that last time and got down here and changed my mind. So we've got +2 for German, +2 for tanks. He's actually got a -2, and this is a dice I was going to get. I'm going to get the dice there. I think they're Magic the Gathering dice or Dungeons and D&D dice. Magic the Gathering, I think, because last time I played Magic, one of the guys had some of them, and they've got like this. It would have a -2 and a -2. It'd have 2 -2s on it. I was like, why has it got 2? And he's like, well, it's for the power and the toughness of the unit. If any of you know how Magic works, you know you've got a power and a toughness. I was like, oh right, okay. So it's kind of shame they're that. I wish they'd just had the -2, but I don't know. You maybe can get dice like that. I would like to think you probably could, but I didn't do much hunting about. I just like seen the ones and I thought I'll just get some of them, and then I could mark it like that. And could have the plus. This could be a +4 and this could be a -2. Although the dice are, I think they're all going to be the same colour as well. With like different coloured ones, but again, it doesn't matter as long as I know what I'm doing, you know. So yeah, see, he gets a -2 here because he is a reduced strength unit. Okay, we don't get the plus. We get the plus if he's isolated, but he's not isolated because he's got a friendly unit adjacent. He's adjacent to a friendly unit. And you might say, well, he still can't move and that, and it's just like it's a kind of morale thing or whatever. I suppose they know they've got friends beside them and that's why you don't get the benefit from her. So I think it's something like that. So we're not going to come out here, Grant. Are you sure? Yeah, I think because we've got 1, 2, 3 more units. Like I say, we've got another 4 or 5 attacks. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, if I've got 5, I've got space for 5 more. Yeah, and I think this one's looking better, isn't it? So I won't commit my heir to this. Okay, so +4 against a -2. Right, we got above him this time. It probably didn't matter so much. So 6 plus our 4 is 10. 4, and remember that's a -2, so it takes it down to 2 there. And that is a defender eliminate. How about that? So, yeah. So there's no any extra benefit to that. We eliminate this guy. So he goes on the eliminated up in the Western faction card box there. It's eliminated unit. He goes in there. Like I say, remember these have got their own cards individually. Each of these, and they're bigger and better to use, but there's that much space that you need for this. I mean, I could have moved the map further across, I suppose, and had these up the other side, because I don't really need this side of the map in this scenario, but I'm trying to think ahead as well. If I want to play the full game, I'm not going to be able to have these lying here, so anyway. Okay, so, and that's an extra will loss for 1, because he was a full strength unit. Although he was reduced at the time, he is a full strength unit. He's a field unit, I think they call it. So his will goes down again by another 1, down to 7. Alright, we've hit him we've taken 2 cities and hit a unit now. So 2, 4, 5, yeah, and he started at 12. Yeah. Okay. And that sap pans are finished now as well, isn't it? So that was that. So the good thing is that these 2 now cannot retreat anywhere. So, oh yeah, Posen is one. Posen the city. But there's no way there's no way we're taking 7 will off them unless we hit Warsaw, but we're not getting through Warsaw. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I mean the only possibility could be something like taking these 2 units out. 2, 4. Yeah, no, I'd have to eliminate both these units, take this city, and eliminate this and take Krakow with this guy. So, and we've got a bit of trouble in the way there, I think. Well, not necessarily. It's going to cost me 2 to move into there, I think. I'm not crossing the mountain there. I think the mountain hex side is only there. Yeah, it's quite clear. Actually, when I look in the camera there, it makes it quite clear. It is. It's quite clearly not involving that hex side, is it? Just the hex sides. I think they're pretty blunt with that, and yeah, I like that. Some of the games they try and sort of blend it in a little bit and make it look, and then you start saying, well, wait now, there's a bit in that hex. Does that mean the mountain's there? But it's not. I mean, okay, it slightly crosses that hex side there, but it's not, is it? Okay, right, so what are you going to do now, Grant? Is that... Right, hang on. Right, okay, I'm going to activate the 4th army, I think. That's that one there. So for another production point, it takes me down to 20. Yeah, it doesn't really matter which way you go, which hex you go into, Grant, to be honest. So I'm going to move in there for 1. Where's my dice? So we started on 8, move in there for 1, that's 7. And I'm going to attack this guy though, because hopefully then we can maybe get this guy isolated. Right, so attacking him, he's in a clear hex, so it's only 2 for taking me down to 5. I am going to commit some air from that. Yeah. Okay, yeah, because this isn't a Panzer unit as well. Okay, so we're just attacking, nothing beneficial or detrimental to the attack. Well, nothing beneficial to them is what I mean. We are getting +4, because +2 for German, +2 for air support. Remember, he can't retreat, he isn't isolated, however. So here we go. +4. Oh, man. I know I'm cringing as if I'm playing, but I suppose I am. At the moment, I'm the Germans. I don't know, you just kind of feel that way. So 7 against 5, no, it's not. It's not even a retreat. No, it's a miss. Right, so I'll just hold things down here because I've got 5 points left in movement. I'm going to spend R2 and we're going to try that again. So I'm now down to 3 points in movement. And yeah, I've really got to come out another sortie, haven't I? I really kind of want to budge that guy. So okay, so I'm going to use the air unit in the north again. He's going to go up to 5 sorties. Luftwaffe 1. Got 3 movement points left. That is going to be exactly the same. Well, +4. Nothing for them. Here we go. That's better. That should be a retreat, I would think. So it's a 7 again to 2. Oh, actually, it's a disrupt. Oh, that's good. I was forgetting he can't retreat, can he? So yeah, it's a DD. Okay, we've got a result this time then. So he takes a step loss, right, and then he must retreat. He can't retreat here or here because he's under control, so he's eliminated. So he goes and eliminated units box as well, and we reduced our will down to 6 now. And we get the chance to advance after combat, and well, actually, ooh, no, that's a city, isn't it? Damn. I was going to say I'd be better waiting there and attacking that, but it's going to cost me 4 to attack that, so. And I don't really need to go in there now because he is now isolated. You know, he's surrounded, he can't move, he's not got a retreat there, not got a retreat there, and he's not got a friendly unit. And the fact he's in a city, a friendly city, doesn't help him in that isolation. The city needs to be adjacent to him to avoid the penalty of that. So I've got 3 movement points left. No, there's nothing more. There's nothing fancy I can do there, I don't think. And the thing is, I mean, if I advance in here and then say, right. Oh no, I can't. I was going to say, I can't move on anyway because I'm adjacent to him. Yeah, there's no. Well, I'll advance because we're going to end up on the transport line, I suppose. I'll advance into there. I've now got 3 movement points. I'm adjacent to him. It's going to cost me 4 to attack him, so I'm done. That's a bit of a bummer. However, we now do have this isolated. So this 8th army. Yeah, he's going to be next, I think. So we activate the 8th army, cost me 1 production. We're now down to 19. We activate him for 8 movement points. And he spends 4. Oh, yeah. Because no, it's not going to be 4 because he's not across the river. It's going to be 3. That's fine. He's still going to get 2 attacks anyway. Hopefully. Yeah, okay. So we're going to attack. It's going to cost 3. 2 for the city, 1 for the attack. We're down to 5. Right. And so it's plus 2 for German. And this time he is isolated. So it's plus 2 for being isolated. And remember, if we get a DR result, that turns into a DD, a step loss. And a DD result would eliminate him. Just wondering if I was to like get lucky and wipe him right out. Thing is, I need to move into the city, don't I? Well, that's an advance after combat grant. So I advance after combat, and then I move 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm not going to get an attack, no. Well, not on him. I could get an attack on that. I'm just looking at the only way I can win this turn is, like I say, by eliminating this guy and eliminating this guy. But him on him, I don't see that happening really. So what is that I'm thinking about the air support here? Yeah. I suppose no, it doesn't help me. Well, what about going along the rail line there or not? No. Well, I just have to come out there. 1, 2 into there, attack into there for 2. Well, actually, yeah, maybe no. No, because to isolate that guy, I would then need to move into there and be attacking like that. Would that be beneficial? So, well, would I be able to attack him? Probably not. It would cost me 2 to move into there. And then to attack, it would cost me 1, 2, 3, 4 for the mountain. Because the mountain's the same as the river, isn't it? As in, numbers wise. Yeah, but you're going to get that diral modifier against you too. It's just that it would be isolated then if I'd done that. The movement. Yeah, I'm talking about the movement here. Where's the movement? To move across a mountain is +1, or a river outside +1. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why the designer done it that way. And it's Salvatore Vasta that designed this game. It's a GMT game, isn't it? Yes, okay. Should have said that first, I suppose. Give them their credits. But the designer puts a hell of a lot into this game. He's done an awful lot. I think it's been a life project for him. I think he's working on some smaller version of this or something. I seem to remember seeing something recently about some kind of cut down version of that. Whether that's anywhere near seen the light of day or not, because I believe it was, it took him years, I think, to get this game out, as I'm sure a lot of the guys do. Must be quite a feeling though to have something like that somebody's, getting enjoyment out of. Yeah, I think I would get a buzz out of that as well. Anyway, right, you're on 2 hours 21 minutes, Grant. I'm going to have to cut this. I'm going to have to finish this activation here. I'm not going to move any of the other units anyway. And then we'll just... Yeah, then I can come back to the Allied in the next part. Right, where are we? What's happened? What are we doing? Yeah, I think that lost where I was. I'm getting a +4, and I'm swinging about adding the air, but I really want to take that guy out, so I really want a DD result to give me the chance of maybe doing what I've just said there, I think. So let's do that. Let's commit a sortie. Did I do it already? No, I don't think you did, Grant. You're making up stories there. Yeah, the thing is, you're going to have 2 more sorties left. Right, let's just do it. It looks like I'm going to use up all my sorties anyway, but I'm sure we've got time to let them recover, because I think once we deal with Poland, I think there's a bit of time to spare. So that's going to give us another +2. Right, okay. Yeah, I felt like I sidetracked myself there and started going off on other things, didn't I? Sorry, I was talking about the game and the designer and things like that. Right. So we got a +6. +2 for German, +2 because he's isolated, and +2 for the air support. And the Polish get nothing. So, come on. That should do, I would think. So we're on a 12, looking for a DD result here. He's on a 4. Where are we? 4. Yeah. So we've got a DD. So he's disrupted. So he takes a step loss, has to retreat. Nowhere to retreat. So he's eliminated. Goes in the eliminated units box. They lose a national will down to 5. We advance after combat into Posen. And sorry if I pronounced some of these names wrong. I know some people might be from these places, but I'll just give it my best shot. And this one has a factory, by the way. You can see the wee factory marker there. Excuse me. So we're advancing after combat into there. They're going to lose 2 national will again. So they're down to 3. And they're going to lose a factory. Oh no, it's not the production. Oh well, hang on. Sorry, bit of a coughing fit there. Yeah, there's no factory marker for them, but they produced 3 there. So next turn, if they do get to play, which it looks like they will, they're still going to get 3 production points here. But come the next turn, they'll only produce 2 because they've only got 2 factories left. Right, okay, so we've advanced. We've got 5 movement points left. So let's just stick with what we were hoping to try. So 1, 2, takes down to 3. And then yeah. The thing is, well, yeah, I think it's a net +1 for us actually, because I'm thinking if I go in that way and attack, I'm not attacking across the mountain, whereas that way in attack, I'm isolating the guy and I'm attacking across the mountain. But the isolation is not only a good bonus, it does mean he can't retreat. So a DR result, if I go there and he gets a DR result, he just escapes. So I think it is. Anyway, first we've got to... Actually, no, do we... Yeah, we would if we take this guy out, yeah. Is that right? Yeah, so I'm going to attack here now, and it's only going to cost me 2. So 1 movement point left, and that's why if we do get a retreat on that guy, we can move into that hex. Yeah, we need more than a retreat though, don't we? Yeah, that's right, you do. Well, we might roll good. Okay, so I'm going to use a sortie then as well. I was wondering about will I do that or not, but Yeah, because I'm only going to get one more attack after this anyway from the 14th Army. So we're going to attack there with the air support. So it's going to be a +4, isn't it? +2 for German, +2 for air support. Nothing for the aim, nothing for the hex. Yeah. +4. Ah. Yeah, I like the 5 we had. Just not the 5 they had. Might be a retreat. So 9 against 5. That is, I think. Yeah, DR. Yeah, DR. To be honest, the DD wasn't going to help us either, or was it? So he's going to retreat. I don't know, maybe beside that guy, and then he's not isolated. But if I go that way, he goes that way. He's not going to be isolated anyway. Not sure. Thinking maybe that way actually. Yeah, the Poles are holding September 39 anyway. Was it only a month that took them out? Wow. Anyway, we're not far away, but they will get to respond, which you might want to think about, Grant. Which I've not thought about supply or anything like that. I don't think there are any issues. Supply, you trace 2 hexes, and then you need to land on 2 hexes to one at the transport line. Most of them are railroads. There are some roads scattered about, but these are all railroads. So you trace 2 hexes to there, and then you need to trace back to a mainland city of yours. Well, there's Berlin there, for instance. So I mean, this guy here just needs to trace onto that rail track and then back. Well, he's got Stettin before Berlin, actually. So, and none of these guys have got any issue. You'll find that most of the hexes, if you look and think, oh, I'm a 2 hexes away from a railroad. I want to say I've not found one yet that's not 2 hexes from a railroad. The problem can be as that railroad got zone of control on it, because obviously if the zone of control in the way, then it's going to block it. So friendly units and friendly cities negate that. I want to say, I think it's like that anyway. But there's no real issues there, I don't think. Right, let's get this finished, Grant, because this is getting hell long. I've got 2.5 hours here on the camera, but I'm going to split this in 2. Definitely now. So are we going to advance after combat after that guy or not? I think yes. It's probably better finishing adjacent to him. He's in a clear hex, so yes. I can't imagine the Poles having an attack at us. I mean, like I said, this guy could go round about and isolate this, for instance. So, and they could have an assault on us. That's a possibility. There's not really much I can do about that now. Right, anyway, he's moved in there. He's done. Right, we need to activate the last unit. Well, we don't need to, but yeah, I'm going to. Damn it. Sorry. Right, one more point down to 18. To activate the 14th. So now, yeah, there's no point me coming up that way. So I will just move this 1, 2 into the rough. Hills Hex. Is it Hills? Sorry, and I need my dice. So started on 8. He's just spent 2. Down to 6. And going to have an attack into Krakow. You never know your luck. So it's 2 into Krakow. Now this is rough, but city as well. So it doesn't add up. It's not cumulative. So it's just a +2, +1 for making the attack as well. So it's 3. So we will get 2 shots at this. Fortunately, one's going to be with air support, one's not. I think I'm going to take it though. So the first one's going to be with air support, and then that's me going to be burnt out. And then the attack is going to be a -1 into this into the city. And again, yeah, and it's the same again. It contains a city and or rough, so it's not going to add them both. So it's just a -1. So we've got air support. They're not getting any benefits. No, okay. Right, so it should be a +3, +2 for German, +2 for air support, -1 for the city. And the hex. Oh no, it's not. No, I thought it was a river there. It's not. It's the hexade before that. So there's no river in between, or mountain or anything like that. So +3 for us, nothing for them. Here we go. Every time I roll a good die, he gets the good one as well. Might be, maybe. I don't think it is going to be. 9 against 5. Oh, it is. There's a retreat, which is what we want. That's a shame. We're going to be one point away, aren't we? So yeah, 9 against 5 is a retreat result. So, well, I mean, oh no, he can't. Is that not his border? That is, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think he can go in there. So he retreats back to there. We do indeed take Krakow. Control marker there. That's not one of the factories. We advance after combat and take Krakow, reducing his will down to 1. Just 1 short. We have 3 movement points left. I'm better going for this guy again, although he's in rough. Well, that would be across the river, because if we do get him knocked back, then we get in here and isolate that guy, and that's better for us. So yeah, we just have enough, don't we? Because it's 1, 2 to attack. No, it's 1. No. Yeah, because although we're going along the railroad here, this is the one point where it costs you need to pay the cost of the hex because there's an enemy unit in it. You know, you're attacking into it. So you have to pay the 2 rather than I would. If he wasn't here, I'd just be able to move there for 1. Well, if he wasn't there as well. But you know what I mean. So 1, 2, and then 1 for the attack. So it is going to cost us our last 3. And we're going to get a -1 because we're attacking into rough. We've no air support this time, so I want to say it's maybe that's only a +1, isn't it? +2 for German, no air support, -1 for the roughs. Yeah, so we're only getting a +1 here. And maybe get a good result to finish. It doesn't matter so much with this, but it would be a better way to finish isolating the other guy. No, 2 and a 2, I don't think so. So it's 3 against 2. No, just 1 more. 4 against 2 would have done it. So it's a diamond result, so no result. Right, that's going to be that. I need to wrap this up though. I have to try and work out what I'm doing here with the video. So it was no result. He's finished. Right, so that's me. I mean, yeah, I've got a bunch of German units across here that I could move about and do things with, and whatever. Whether I should be doing something with them or not right now, I don't think so. I think they've got to be sitting here. There's rules, what is it, home defence, that say that 2 German air units and 3 ground units, field ground units, I think, need to be adjacent to the west of Germany, and it's the same for the east. So we need to, when we move things back here, we need to leave 2 air units and 3 ground units, I think. So they're there for that reason, you know, that's why they're not across here attacking Poland. We couldn't have all them across here. Or you think, well, we'll just leave the French there then, and we'll just deal with all that, and then we'll move across. Yeah, there's rules that say you can't do that. So that's me going to be done. Now, I can trace supply. There's not any issues with any of these guys. Yeah, they're all this side of the... There's no poles this side interfering with things and whatever. So we can trace supply. So I'll knock all these guys back. We'll say that's us done with our operations phase, and then we'll allow the Western allies to come back in the next part and have a look and see if they might want to do something. Okay, but yeah, I better stop this for now, because I'm going to have to go and sit at the computer now and work out what I'm doing with this video and see if it's going to be okay and whatever. But yeah, I quite enjoyed that little bit actually, so that's only an initial bit, and sometimes, yeah, like I was talking to... I had a few comments back and forward to Hal, who's been a viewer and commenter on that, and he actually mentioned about the fact that, you know, you set up these games and you look at them and you play about with them and you understand some things, and then you think, right, I'll move on to the next game. And he was saying, is that maybe the reason why you started recording videos? And I've said it before, it is. It was probably one of the main reasons I've done it. And I actually now do sit, and because it's on camera, and I know I'm blethering away and whatever, but it forces me to actually play the game. Okay, I can pause and stop, but I'll tell you what, tonight this is running now for 2 hours and 40 minutes. I know it's going to be split into 2, but even when I was messing about with this the last few nights, I've not spent any amount of time. I was like fiddling about, and then I thought, oh, I'm just going to leave it. And then as soon as I hit record, I'm like, yeah, like, I've got to do it, and okay. And then I was encouraged to come back, so I want to finish the video off, I want to finish the part off, I want to get it uploaded and have a look at it myself and whatever. Anyway, right. Okay, well hopefully that's the introduction part done, and the first part of the attack in Poland, which we were just one little point short, I think. Although I'm going to have to look back on things and make sure I've not made any howlers. We shall see. I'll be back later. Cheers.